Yo.
What's going on, you fucking dogs?
Yeah. What's going on? Welcome to the Smokers Lounge. It's episode 80.
I think it is, or maybe it's episode 79.
No, it's episode 80. 79 is
we'll
just
go
not
with
out
that.
yet. But it's episode 80. It's your boy, Doc.
It's your boy, Blurbs.
We're back.
To be.
We're back, live in effect.
Coming at you like a beam, like a razor.
Oi, speaking of beams and razors and coming at yous, I was watching the Wiggles yesterday, right? Because Remy loves the Wiggles. And have you seen Insidious?
The movie.
The horror movie, yeah.
No. Well, maybe I have. I don't know.
In Insidious, there's a scene with like it's like Satan or the demon or some shit outside, and he's on a little tricycle, and he's singing that in the true love of the window, da, 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 da. It's like some weird like old fucking nursery rhyme, and it's like it's like in the window, out the window, in the tulips, in the garden, or some shit. And it's just riding this tricycle, and it's like a weird...
This sounds scary as shit.
It's a weird scene in the movie, and you're kind of like, oh. Anyway, so that song, ever since, like, anytime someone sings it, it's like, makes me go, oh. The Wiggles comes on, and they sing that song. And Anthony, the old bloke with the grey hair, the one who's been in it for fucking God knows how long, is wearing a wig...
A skin suit.
No, he's wearing a wig. He looks like a blonde fucking... you're going to have to help me. He looks like a blonde Rick James. Got like a long fucking permed like wig on. And then wearing like a checkered like suit. And no word of a lie, looks like old Greg. I was seeing it and I was like, that's old Greg. But yeah, it reminded me of Mighty Boosh.
That's wild.
And
the Wiggles.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a few things on the Wiggles, man, where you kind of look at it and it's like, ooh, how have you not been cancelled yet, though? They got a song called Poppadoms, and one of the blokes is doing this. Poppadom, 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 poppadom.
Yeah, but
because they've got an Indian woman there, it's all good.
That's actually a good fucking segue into that article I sent you about fucking Bluey. And like people trying to cancel Bluey. Again, this could all be fucking just staged.
People
and
love
it's just,
Bluey though.
I don't think it's a real thing. I think the media's just spinning it in to make it sound like it is.
Yeah.
But basically, 9 News or someone put up a post saying there was a bit of outrage at the fact that Bluey didn't show enough gender fluid, queer, poor, single parent, and there was one other one, like multiracial or something like that, but dogs. And it's like
dogs.
They're
exactly.
all cartoon fucking canines.
You nailed it right at the end with 2 words.
Exactly.
But dogs.
Exactly.
Though. They're dogs. It's like Peppa Pig and shit. Like, no one gives a fuck, man. But in saying that, I've noticed, like, Sesame Street, they brought in, like, they have, like, a Muppet with, like, autism. I think they had a Muppet with Down syndrome, like...
One of them's got, like, a crack addict mum or something.
I think there is actually one with, like, some weird... Yeah, like, some weird fucking shit like that. You can see where they're coming from, because, obviously...
Big Bird, Mum's shooting up again. All right, kids. The letter of the day is H.
Yeah. Yeah, no shit.
Everybody do the new dance we learnt.
The number of the day is 5. Mils in your syringe.
5 dicks your crack-addicted mother has to suck to pay for a daily fix.
Yeah, it's fucking... I mean, yeah, like I was going to say, you see where they're coming from, because you got kids from all walks of life and shit, but...
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. When people kick up a fuss about it, it's like, what happened to just, like, happiness? Why can't people just why can't kids? I highly doubt some 6-year-old that's watching Bluey is thinking to themselves, hold up, why isn't there a fucking black Rottweiler? Because my dad's black or something.
You know why kids love the show? Because they probably sit there going, how the fuck are these dogs talking to each other and walking on their hind legs?
Yeah, exactly.
Let alone paying mortgages and fucking paying out finances on cars and whatever else the fuck they're doing.
Catching the mum having an affair with the fucking uncle or something.
That's enough to soak in as it is. And then it's like, hang on, there's not a single parent dog here?
Yeah.
They're dogs.
It's like those classic movies, you know, Air Bud, all the Air Bud movies and shit. Do you remember watching them?
Air Bud?
You never thought about like the parent situation. Yeah. You were just like, man, this dog's playing basketball.
Oh, yeah. No shit.
Why is it always a golden retriever? That's a bit racist.
Even with movies with kids and shit in it, I'd never fucking, really cared. Also, privileged. So, I guess it's like,
Well, I remember watching Barney and shit, and there was, multicultural kids on there.
At what point are they going to turn around and go, why are we giving kids false hope that there's a fucking giant purple dinosaur out there that plays with you at the park?
Yeah.
His name's Terry and he lives down the road.
He's also addicted to meth.
But it's, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a fucking wild world that we live in.
I think the Chasers did they put up a petition. I think it was the fairy bread petition. You know who the Chasers are, right?
Are they like the dudes that go around hunting cyclones and shit?
Nah. What? Yeah, the Chasers, they used to have a show on SBS or ABC where they would do a lot of politically based pranks and stuff like that.
True. Went into a G20 summit, and it had 10 checkpoints of federal police and shit.
What? And they got in?
And they were dressed as even on the ID passes it had fake in
what the fuck?
Shaded out area.
But their whole thing is sort of catching people out and sort of what's the word, highbrow sort of
making a mockery,
witty ways of calling people out. And they put up a thing saying, hey guys, we'd love if you could all sign this petition to ban fairy bread. And in brackets it says, we don't actually want to ban it. This is all part of a big plan that you'll find out in the coming days. Yeah. So people are signing the petition. And then boom, all the media outlets are sharing it going, people call to ban fairy bread, and they've not, if you read the petition properly, it would tell you the origin of it. But they've not done their proper research, and they're just taking the tagline that people want to ban fairy bread. So the Chasers have sort of, caught them out in that respect. Yeah. Which is funny.
Yeah, it's honestly, man, that you would have heard about that whole thing that went down with that 11-month-old.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Lights, camera, snap back to reality gravity.
Sketty.
But, yeah, I got the whole rundown about that stuff. I won't go into it because it's fucking sad.
Grim.
But, my mate left and said that there was fucking just maybe not hundreds, but every fucking news team you could think of were there. Cameras out at the ready and shit. Just hovering around the front of the school. It's hold up. Why don't... One minute they want us to be all fucking politically correct and family friendly and blah, blah, blah. Why aren't these cunts just giving people their space?
Well, also...
What happened to that?
As far as the news go, tell it from where you are in the news station. The minute they pop up with someone who's live on the scene and it's the pit, you can see the place behind them, and it's you could have just used a Google fucking Earth shot. I don't want to see people standing around there fucking miserable.
Hey Sandra, we're live from wherever the fuck it is.
It's just
fucking... be in front of a green screen though. You do the weather in front of a green screen. You're not fucking hopping around Australia going, oh, it feels pretty warm, but it's only about 37 degrees here up in Alice Springs. Back to Mundaring.
Oh, it's fucking, it's nuts.
But yeah, anyway.
The world we live in.
Going from the world being nuts, obviously we've lost famous people recently. DMX being one of them, which
They're dropping like
we spoke
flies.
about in the last episode.
X.
Today, yeah,
X.
what? But yeah, unfortunately today we found out that Helen McCrory has died at age 52 from cancer. For you that don't know who Helen McCrory is, but you listen to the pod, you'll know that we are quite big fans of the Shelby family, and we love a bit of Peaky Blinders. And she's famous. She was famous before because she's Draco Malfoy's mum in Harry Potter.
Okay, I knew she was in Harry Potter, but I didn't know who she played.
So she's Draco Malfoy's mum, and I forgot what her fucking name is. But yeah, she's arguably most famous for Peaky Blinders, and she is Polly Shelby.
That's the one, Polly.
Aunt Polly.
Polly.
And I think the one line that we tend to say the most about Peaky Blinders is pretty much imitating her, saying, Ada, Ada, don't be such a silly cow, Ada.
What you doing, darling, Ada?
Arthur, just listen to Tommy, will ya? That's my fuck. I need a...
Tommy, meet me down the garrison line.
Yeah, meet me down the fucking garrison. These fucking IRA ain't gonna fucking stop. I don't know. I've not watched it in a long time. My fucking Peaky Blinders accent is a bit off. At one point, I think we nailed it.
Mine was never on, but I just fucking roll with it.
Arthur, what's wrong, John? Tommy, Tommy,
Polly, get Ada back here now. We're going fucking garrison again.
But yeah, so fuck. I mean, I don't know if it was like a known thing that she had cancer. I didn't know about it, but yeah, passed away today, which is fucking a shame. Peaky Blinders will never be the same. That's safe to say, because she's obviously been in every season and plays quite a prominent character.
Yeah, she's the boss lady.
Yeah, so it'd be interesting because I'm not too sure if they've been filming filming like a 6th season or not.
I'm pretty sure they had, or they were about to start.
Yeah. But I hate when this happens. I mean, I hate when people die in general, but I hate when this happens when it comes down to TV shows or movies, because they have to... They're obviously going to, first episode of the next season, they're going to make up some weird background story that's happened in between the seasons where she's passed away.
Would you rather that, or would you rather someone else come back and play that character?
Nah. I'd rather them kill the character off than replace the character. There's nothing worse than replacing a character. Because, especially when they're, an actor that's been playing that character for so long, and then they fucking, try and swap them over. It's like, what are you doing?
Do what they did in the fucking Mandalorian.
Hey?
And just have someone playing her and CGI her face on top of them.
Yeah.
We're living in the future.
I remember that happened with Riverdale. They had, he's quite a famous, Asian American actor that's in 13 Reasons Why.
Oh, Glenn from Mythbusters.
Yeah. No, he died. But, no, they had a fucking Asian American actor. We spoke about him before because he got done for trying to fucking kidnap and murder Kurt Cobain's daughter's boyfriend. Remember that whole thing? Ross Butler, his name is. But he started in Riverdale. And then, after the first season, they just swapped him. He went over to 13 Reasons Why, and they just swapped him with another Asian American. It's like, what's going on there, though?
Yeah.
But, yeah, fucking... there's just nothing worse. Nothing worse. So they should just kill off the character, and hopefully it won't affect the TV show so much. But yeah, it's a shame. It's a fucking shame.
It's a darn shame.
She's in quite a lot. There's a TV show out on Netflix, I think, that she's the main character in as well, which I've been wanting to watch. Anyway, we're not about grim and depressing things, are we?
No, we're about joy. We're about happiness, and we're about joy.
We are. What do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about the thing that I put up on Instagram that only 3 people have commented on?
Can do.
because I mean it's something.
I'm sure it's a conversation we've had on the podcast before, but it's also a conversation we've had many times off the podcast.
Yeah,
And it's a good debate.
Well, so for those that seen it, or for those that haven't, I just threw something up on the socials in regard to Kendrick Lamar. And what I did was I put up 4 albums, which I believe to be only really the 4 albums in question. So we've got Section 80. Pretty much, I wanted to, like, what we want to talk about is what we believe is his best work of art, I guess, and why. And then if you have any honourable mentions from the other albums, standout songs, etc., or production or whatever, then we'll discuss that as well. But, so I put up Section 80, which was his first, I guess, studio album, so to speak. I don't know how that really works in the music game, but apparently that's a thing.
Yeah.
Then we had Good Kid, Mad City, classic since its release. To Pimp a Butterfly, also a classic in its own right. And Damn, which amongst all of them had the most commercial success. Yeah, I think every song on that album went platinum. I'm pretty sure every song on the album went platinum. And at one point, weren't like 10 of his songs in the top 100s on Billboards?
Yeah,
it was like some weird, like, ridiculous fucking, like, outcome. Like, I don't even know how that's possible. But yeah, so I put it up there and I just said, you know, leave your comments, let us know which ones you like. For the sake of this, OJ, shout out, H-Bomb, Schnarfy. That's not even Schnarfy, is it? Schnarfy Chevy, but whatever. Harley reacted to Good Kid, Mad City, which was expected. To be honest, like, if we do get more feedback, I'm expecting Good Kid, Mad City to be...
Yeah, that was probably my pick.
At the top. Okay, so we'll go into it then. So what's your favourite? What do you think is your favourite and why?
I'd say Good Kid, Mad City because I can still listen to that album straight through.
Yeah.
Without skipping songs. Section 80, I'll probably skip a couple songs. But Po Man's Dreams, that might be my favourite Kendrick song.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got to give that its props. But also to Pimp a Butterfly, some honourable mentions. How Much a Dollar Cost, Black of the Berry.
Yeah.
I mean, that whole album's pretty dope.
It's very hard to pick one.
I knew it wasn't going to be Damn, though, because...
Yeah, so you don't like Damn.
It's not I don't like it. I fucked with it when it came out, and I go back and there's a couple of songs that I listen to, but it's like if I never heard Humble or DNA again, I don't think I would be that upset.
Do you think that is purely because of the commercial success that those songs had? Do you think, like...
I think it's probably a lot to do with, like, most shit like that, where you hear classic songs, especially working in any Australian workplace, and you're listening to 94.5, things like that. It's so many classic songs that just get so rinsed that they, you know, lose that.
Yeah. So, from... I know exactly where you're coming from, because when Humble first came out, I loved it. Same with DNA, but because they were rinsed, especially Humble, it's kind of like, you go back and you listen to it and it's like, why? It's like almost lost its... And like what we were talking about before with visual arts, played a massive, massive part in the success of that song, in my personal opinion. Because the video clip that he released at the time was unlike any other, really. You know, he introduced the whole 3D... fucking camera where it's like he's just like on his bike riding around like a
globe or
a globe, yeah. And like there was a lot of it was a very artistic approach compared to a lot of his other stuff. And that album in particular, in terms of the visual representations of most of his songs, were very artistic. Like, you know, he had All Right, I think DNA. What else did he do?
No, All Right was Pimp a Butterfly.
Oh yeah, true, it was. oh fuck, now I can't remember. But yeah, I think Humble is a very good song, but it's lost it for me over the years. The songs that stand out to me from that album are the not lesser known songs, but the songs that you need to listen to the album to discover, not just someone listening to his top hits.
Yeah.
For example, Fear.
100%.
Fear is probably one of my favourite Kendrick Lamar songs, and on that album, definitely my favourite. Close follow with Duckworth.
Yeah, Duckworth is insane.
And I'd have to say, fucking... Oh, I don't know. I'd probably put Loyalty up there, but it's like it's a different vibe to a lot of his other stuff. But I think that's why I like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, my favorite album out of those four is Section 80, and I think because a lot of it is nostalgic for me. It was like the first album I came across.
Yeah.
When I first came across Kendrick Lamar on the Games Red album, where he features in The City. That's when I looked into him, and at that point he'd only released Section 80 and like his Overly Dedicated
And Training Day and shit.
Training Day, yeah, stuff like that, like his older mixtapes. But for me, like off that album, Keisha's song is probably my favourite song off that album. I can listen to that every time without skipping. The hook in it is dope. The concept of the fucking song is sick. And then you've got Rigor Mortis. When I first heard that, I was like, how the fuck is this cunt rapping so fast and pulling it off as well? Ronald Reagan era tune.
Oh, yeah, that's a jam.
And High Power, last track off the album. Absolute banger. And then obviously you've got fucking... I was going to say, is ADHD on there?
Yeah, ADHD.
Yeah, ADHD. You got R.I.P. Aaliyah.
Is that
R.I.P. What song's that? R.I.P. Aaliyah. R.I.P.
That's literally
A to the A to the L-I-Y. A-H. Give it up 2 times. Don't blow my high. Don't blow my high. That's a fucking tune as well. I wrote this while 35,000 feet in the air. What song's that? That's fucking... Oh, I can't even remember. But like that whole album, the whole album is fucking so dope. So
The
dope.
more I think
Christian
about it,
Corinthians with fucking Schoolboy. I'm trying to think what else is on there now. But yeah, that fucking that album for me, purely for nostalgic reasons, and I think I can always go back. I'll always go back to that album and listen to it over Good Kid, Mad City, or To Pimp a Butterfly is probably one of my least listened to Kendrick albums. But in terms of production, like I seen Kendrick live for that album tour, and the production of it is fucking wild.
Yeah.
Like the live instrumentation and everything is just nuts. But yeah, fucking... Hold up. Wait. Just the whole fucking... Just that whole album really is just nuts. Oh, Christian Corinthians with... Yeah, BJ Chicago Kid, that's right. Spiteful Chant is with Schoolboy. But yeah, fucking... so yeah, I chose Section 80. You chose Good
Solid
Kid, Mad
choice.
City. Honourable mentions from Good Kid, Mad City. Art of Peer Pressure. Fucking absolute work of art, that song. First time I listened to it, I was like, fuck, this is just sick.
Just everything on that album is on another level.
Yeah. Alright, should we move on? Oh, I'd love to hear what your thoughts are as well, if you want to
Yeah, fucking
go throw 'em
jump
up on the socials.
Insta. Tell us your feelings.
Oh, Complexion as well. That's a tune.
Ooh.
Complexion. Just say one word. Alright, do you have any topics?
Yeah, oi, this shit. This, I sent, I don't think I did send it to you. You might have seen it though, so this boat, HMAS fucking something. Look up HMAS dance.
Oh, yeah.
There you go, HMAS supply dancers. So, dude,
This is ridiculous.
so they're launching this boat that's for like the fucking Navy or whatever it is. So you've got all these like official dudes with hats like that with the badges all over it and shit. This dude's got so much gold and just tassels on his shirt.
Yeah.
Also, the guys behind him look like they've been in the Navy for a long time. These all very serious.
They also look like all the dudes in the Navy outfits are about to go fucking... Wait, pause it, Sean. Are about to go fucking... to, like, become strippers. Like, they look like they're strippers, basically. Old strippers.
Well,
You know, the ones that rock up and they go, oh, you've been a bad boy. I'm going to fucking throw you overboard or something.
and they're dressed like the lead actor from Jag.
Yeah. They all look like Tom Cruise on fucking Pearl Harbor or something. Is
Well,
it Tom
anyway.
Cruise on Pearl Harbor? It is,
I don't even know.
Isn't it Cuba Gooding Jr.? I don't know.
Well, they're two radically different
Yeah, it's
people.
definitely
I'm
not.
sure they're both in it.
Did
But
they even allow African Americans in the Navy back then?
Anyway, so they're introducing this boat, and this is how they choose to do it. And just look at the
What
awkwardness.
the fuck?
For those who aren't watching, there's all these like super official Navy dudes and shit watching a group of about 8 to 10 young
Oh
women
my lord.
bussing it down and throwing it back.
Also, not a very good dance troupe or whatever. Hey, he's loving it. He's like, fuck, I'm going to give you
Like,
my
look what
medal
they're doing
tonight,
though.
boy.
It's so sexual, and it's for a boat.
Yeah,
Also,
like-
what song are they dancing
Yeah.
to? I have to know.
Why? Why though? And why do they all look like they're fucking part of the fucking USSR army? They're all wearing like fucking
Berets or whatever.
berets, yeah. They're probably dancing to Prince, Raspberry Beret.
Dance Troupe 101 Doll Squadron.
Do you reckon they're like an official fucking squadron of the Navy now?
Holy fuck, and my mic wasn't turned on.
What? It was turned on. I swear it was turned on. Fuck. It was turned on. You must have just turned it off.
I didn't turn it off.
Well, it's picked you up the whole time. Talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's picked you up the whole time, so I don't know what's going on there.
Alright.
Well, we can just fucking turn it up anyway. It should pick you up.
Yeah. Well, my bad.
Useless though.
I'm going to quit podcasting and join the Doll Squadron.
But yeah, I mean, what happened here though?
So-
Like, let's be real.
This could be a scene out of a sitcom.
It is. It's called Life. Who the fuck? Whose idea was it though? To go, yeah, let's just get a bunch of fucking dancers. And also, like, they're so small
Oh, no.
compared to the boat. Like, the boat is just behind them. Absolutely massive. And you've just got fucking a 5-meter square block of a bunch of women dancing.
Let's go through the list of things that would be better suited for the introduction of a new Navy boat.
Okay.
All right, top of that list, probably fireworks.
Yes.
That's a what's it called? That's a whole thing.
Fireworks. Usually you use fireworks to sort of say, wow,
Yeah.
look at this.
Boom, especially when the boat is as large as a skyscraper.
Yes. You need something that's usually bigger
Yeah,
to introduce something that's quite big itself.
exactly. It's got to match the scale of what you're introducing.
Yeah.
Number
I'd-
2 on that list.
Okay, go on.
What would be number 2?
I would say you'd have to do it in proper army fashion and have somewhat of a march.
Maybe a 21 gun salute.
Yeah,
or
maybe some
shit.
guns going off, a cannon, fly a plane off of it.
Yeah.
Cut a ribbon. Most people tend to cut ribbons.
That's
the
very true.
universal way of saying this is now open.
Honestly, it would have made more sense if they set up a projector screen and just played a footage of the history of boats or something.
Yes. Played the history of the fucking US Navy.
Yeah. Oh, it's Australian.
They could have watched Pearl Harbor.
This is
Is it?
Australian. This happened in Sydney. Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit closer to
It's
home than
all
expected.
starting to make sense now, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, definitely could have just done something different. They could have had I don't know, Sydney fucking orchestra do some kind of...
Yeah, a little fucking
like
performance.
Jurassic Park intro.
Get someone to play the last
Stand.
yeah,
No.
on the trumpet.
The last...
It is.
No, it's not the last stand. That's what I was trying to do, though. The Last Post, that's
The one.
The Last Stand. What's that? Isn't that a movie about martial arts?
I need to leave here immediately and go and revoke my Australian citizenship.
It just makes no sense to me, though.
Very much out of touch, out of time.
Out of sight, out of mind. They have no fucking idea what they're doing. They should have just... Yeah, there was just no need to have a dance squadron.
No.
Let alone a dance squadron called Dance 101 Doll Squadron.
Yeah.
Fucking
Well, that's
honestly.
a lesson in just reading the room.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe they did read the room and that's the issue.
Yeah, very true.
Maybe they looked at all those old blokes and go, how are we going to get their attention? We'll throw 10 mid-20 dancers in front of them.
You know how when you're young, I don't know if it's like an all-round thing, but you hear the rumour and people always make the jokes about how people are gay in the Navy and stuff like that. Maybe that's what it was. And someone was...
I did notice a lot of them aren't looking.
Thinking real radical and was like, let's... Maybe up until this point, every time they introduced a boat, it was male dancers. And they said, let's mix it up. And all these cats are going, ugh, boring.
Yeah. Have you heard about Bluey? Do you want to go down that road? No? All right. Bring in a female dance squadron this year.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking hell. I mean, how many boats do they introduce each year? Like, I wonder if this is like a once every 10-year thing, and this is as good as they could come up with that much time. But, yeah, why... There's no wreaths? Why has no one laid a wreath?
Yeah.
Or is that only what you do when someone dies?
I think that's a death thing. But and they're celebrating life through
There should have been
the
planes.
medium of dance.
All I'm going to say is they should have been planes. A plane should have landed on it or took off.
Yeah. I want to see a big trail of smoke in the sky.
With that performance, I'm surprised it didn't get bombed, to be honest.
Yeah.
North Korea should have fucking came in on that.
Yeah, well... I'm pretty sure that represents everything that they disagree with.
Yeah.
Women... freedom. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, like, who are these women as well? They've all
Yeah.
just been captured, border security.
So
They've all been just fucking taken off some
look at
boats
them
and
throwing it back. They're literally twerking at Navy officers.
all I can think of
the
is
highest
that,
rank.
All I can think of is that WAP is playing.
Yeah. With this wet ass pussy.
Oh, man.
And they're like, no, the song fits because it's a boat and it's water.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Fucking hell. Oh, bro, that's just fucking ridiculous, man. Some of the shit that people come up with, like, whoever's PR fucking team,
Yeah.
like,
Do these birds have like the Doll Squadron? Are they like RAF scouts or fucking do they
what are they even dressed up as? Are they supposed to be pirates?
reserves waiting
Like,
for a call up? And in
they
the
look-
meantime, they're like, well, we're still going to pay it back to our soldiers.
They all
Throw it
look
back.
like Keira Knightley on Pirates of the Caribbean when she's wearing that weird little balaclava bandana thing that just like holds their hair back.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
They're dressed like slutty Natasha Romanovs.
Yeah, basically. They all look like they're about to be a Bond girl in the next James Bond movie. From Russia with fucking drugs by the looks of it. Oh, bro.
Well,
Honestly,
that
though.
is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And that's happening in real life as well. Just soak that in.
Yeah. I feel like someone definitely had to walk the plank after that, though.
Yeah, that's fucking
Because no...
abysmal.
Yeah, surely that bloke with all the gold in the chin strap couldn't... He had enough of that.
If I've got a cap with a brim all the way around and one side of that brim is turned upwards towards the sky, adorned with badges or not, I expect to have some sort of, mature display.
Yeah. Also a bit of respect from whoever's in front of you.
Yeah.
I don't think that's very respectful.
This one's for our troops.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Just start ass. Oh, bro.
Yeah, but it goes, hey guys, introducing the HMS Assets.
Yeah. What's the name of the boat?
HMAS Supply.
I don't get it. What is it for? Is it
Supply boat.
is it
Yeah.
legit a supply boat?
I'm looking at
If it's not supplying cake, don't be twerking when they introduce it, Oh, that's fucking wild.
That's hilarious, man. That is actually fucking hilarious.
Oh, it is. It's
A supply
it's
boat.
A replenishment ship, so it is a supply.
Oh, so they're obviously some of the goods. When they've been offshore for fucking 10 months. They just drop off the Squadron 101.
This would honestly make perfect sense if while this was happening, Michael Scott walked into frame and went, yeah, they asked me to put on a show.
Yeah. Oh, bro, that would be hilarious. It just cut scene to him standing in an office. Oh, man.
Fucking comedy.
It was in Spain.
Oh, well, that's where that's
So
from,
they,
then.
Come all the way here.
That's where they're from. That's why they look like that. Because they're probably they're part of the modern day Spanish Armada.
Yeah, the spies.
Fucking hell.
They're actually the ones that piloted it.
The Spanish arse? Nah, I can't. I was trying to think of a fucking play on words, but I can't.
Fucking wild
Oh,
times.
man.
Yeah, it's like
That's
its first
hilarious.
voyage, you had to get from Spain to here, and then they were like, "Oh, okay, now it's official." Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, don't they break a bottle on it
made
or
it
some
this
shit?
far. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say earlier. Don't you usually like smash a bottle of champagne on it or something?
What, on
Now
a
they
boat?
crush a watermelon with their arse cheeks. Do
Yeah.
the splits on it.
Yeah. Is that what you do with boats? I thought that was just muzzle
I thought,
tops.
I mean,
No,
it
that's
could just
plates,
be an
isn't it?
old thing.
Also,
yeah,
what
just
the
do it.
fuck is a muzzle top? You said I thought that was only with muzzle tops. Isn't that like a greeting or
Oh,
something?
yeah, it is true.
You
It's
mean bar
true.
mitzvahs?
That's the one? Oh, isn't that just with Molotovs?
Also, did you just refer to Jewish people as muzzle tops?
Oh, man. Fucking hell. Fuck. All right. I want to talk about this because we were talking about it roughly before, but for those who don't know, you are about to pursue an acting career. Are you ready?
Mate, I was born ready.
Do you want to tell people roughly
Because
what's
I've been
going
acting like a fool my whole life.
on? Yeah.
No, I got a mate who's prepared a short film, if you will, of the horror variety.
Mm-hmm. Keep you on your toes?
It's not his first. It's his first foray into a proper sort of.
Okay, what word is that, though? You're not an actor yet. You don't start coming out with 4A.
Yeah, but a foray is like.
Yeah, he's got 4A though. Like,
What's a 4A?
it's like a 4-year, but it's an A.
Like it's his.
Opposite
4A,
of A4.
It's not your first venture,
Oh, okay.
so it's not his first foray into production. But he's done a couple of real short things. This is going to be about a half-hour runtime, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, horror movie. I think he's going for some old school sort of vibes. We've got a squad,
Mm-hmm.
a doll squadron. We're calling ourselves the Acting Squadron, though.
Just 30 minutes of you twerking on fucking Jason
Yeah.
Voorhees.
No, that's what the killer does at the end. Throws it back.
Claps it back. Your head explodes.
That's how he kills us. He keeps pushing back on us until we can't do anything, and he crushes our pelvis.
Oh, man.
That's funny. That's funny as fuck. He just puts you in a chair and twerks on you until you starve to death.
Yeah. Oh, picks you up and fucking pole dances your way to hell like Lil Nas X. What's your character?
So my character is the, so the character descriptions were sort of like, there was a sort of a lazy stoner character, which originally was going to be me, which I'm glad it's not.
You want to step outside of your box though, don't you?
Yeah, because that's my life. So
Yeah.
I want to actually act. Joking. But, no,
Gets
now
cut.
I'm playing an alcoholic.
Oh, yeah. So basically,
I'm
still
basically going to be wearing a kangaroo skin cowboy hat and a flannelette shirt, and I'm just going to be as Australian as possible. But yeah, I don't die first, which is good.
Oh, that's alright.
But I'll tell you right now, when I die, you're going to say, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, I actually can't fucking wait to watch this.
I kept saying to him, can my death scene be like him cutting my throat and the camera on my face? Because I can fucking act the shit out of that.
Yeah, that'd be so good.
Yeah.
Fucking, do you know how you die? You've got the script, have you?
I'm pretty sure I get...
Don't tell us how you die.
Something happening.
Yeah, don't tell us how you die, but do you know? Because I know that, like,
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
good TV shows, they don't know who's getting killed off until, like, the day of or, like, the week before.
Yeah. No,
Especially when it's, like, a huge, like, climax.
I know how I die. I know who dies first as well, which is funny. Yeah.
Fuck, I'm keen.
We do have... There's a guy who's involved who, at the moment, he's been a bit wishy-washy, I think, so his involvement... He can be there for the morning, but not the arvo, so I don't know how that's going to impact the shooting, but he had, like, a small role in that The Crossing film that they were playing in Midland.
Yeah.
It's a film that was shot in Midland that the person, Trent, producing the film, was a big fan of. So he hit this dude up, and I think he's the only person with
Somewhat of a background.
like legit acting experience,
Resume or whatever.
and even then I can't speak on how in depth his acting was, because
Yeah.
I don't think he had a bit part, but it should be fun.
So it's your time to shine then.
Bit of fun. I've been looking at houses in Hollywood.
If it all goes well, do you think it might light a spark? Light a spark. Do you think it might ignite a flame within you?
I don't know. I've always thought it'd be sort of cool to act, but to what extreme though? Because
I'd love to act. I'm hoping that he casts me for his next one. I don't know what I'd do though.
I understand why everyone wants to act in an action movie, because that would just be cool as shit.
Yeah.
But I don't think I could do...
Serious.
Like, I'd love to do a passionate, like, rom-com or something, just to see if I could fucking do it.
Yeah.
Bethany, I still love ya. Come back.
Bethany.
I always have.
Don't you mean Brian?
I don't want to have to walk away, but I have to. I have to.
Yeah.
It's better for the both of us.
You can keep the dog.
But I get
That's
the
what
6
happens in
cats.
real life, so.
Yeah, no, it should be good. Look for me on all good streaming platforms. I've seen some of these Netflix Australian films, and it
Yeah.
can't be that hard to get into
Is
them.
he going to enter it into like a
Yeah,
fucking
I think
Sundance or something?
I think he's got ambitions to enter it into some things, but I'm not too familiar with what. Like, I don't think it'd be a Sundance.
No, it wouldn't be Sundance.
That's
but
more like Red Dog and
yeah,
shit.
they
eh?
do like an independent...
Like boring shit films.
What, Sundance?
Yeah.
No, it depends what it is. Some things like going... Sundance is just for like independent movies. It's just an independent film awards festival thing. But, I mean, there'd be fucking shit tons of those around. Especially like Perth would probably do one. Wham! Might do one.
Yeah.
Or like Whopper or something, like performing arts.
Yeah, I know that he's got plans to put it out there, but it should be interesting to see the finished product.
Oh, bro, I can't. I'm so keen. So fucking keen. But also, if you're listening, Trent, and you need a bit of a big boy, you want Jonah Hill, come to me.
If you want a chase down scene where the killer chases someone down.
Yeah. If you want a scene with some dude with his top off and his tits bouncing around whilst he's running through the pines, just hit me up. You won't have to ask me to fall over, because I will fall over. But unlike most horror movies, I'll get back up. And I'll run like my fucking life depended on it.
It's just 20 minutes of film, it's just you running.
You won't see me falling over and then commando crawling across the floor for 5 minutes because I'm too fucking dumb to get back to my feet.
Fucking trying to get your keys in the door, and for some reason you've got 19 different keys, and then you drop them. You keep dropping them, and he's getting closer. None of that. I'm kicking the door in.
Also,
even if it's not in the script, I'm kicking that fucking door in.
Yeah, no shit. But we might have an issue if we use my actual car in a scene like that. Could potentially not start. So I guess
just
it could act. Yeah, it could just sort of add a little bit of real improvisation. Maybe you hire someone who's actually a psychopath and he kills us all on set and we go down in history.
It'd be like the Blair Witch Project, but not. But it would
Witches.
be... Yeah.
And in daytime.
Yeah.
Blair Witch Project is pretty good though. But yeah, so I'm keen as fuck to see that. That'll be...
Yeah, something like that.
One, it's going to be fucking hilarious though. It's going to be so funny, but also in like a good, scary way, I hope.
Yeah. I think he knows what he's doing. He seems to have his fucking... And Sean's going to be giving him a hand with
Sean's on the cameras.
Film inside. So... I'm pretty confident it'll turn out good.
Can I come? Can I just do makeup or something? You want your hair dyed?
You do BTS. Take the GoPro and walk around.
Oi, true. That's actually a solid idea. I might hit him up.
Yeah.
Can we do like a 5-minute interval where I just shoot a music video? during I'm just like, I just come on screen and do like a fucking narrative, but it's rap.
Can't get your keys in the door, can't get your keys in the door, and you finally unlock it and rush inside, shut the door, turn the lights on and turn around. Yo, it's been a long time since I've written with my pen now.
Not the lyrics.
Yeah, I forgot the lyrics, sorry.
Like killer's chasing like a female actor or something, and she struggles to get the key in the door, and when she finally does, she opens it, and you're in there just rapping, and she just screams like...
Runs back into the killer's arms.
Oh, man.
Fuck yeah, we need to get this Doll Squadron about for a music video.
No shit.
Because that's where it would actually be fucking appropriate.
Yeah.
What fucking...
Bro.
What a world we live in.
Literally, though. Literally. I still can't get over that. But also, super keen for this fucking movie.
Yeah.
Is there a title? Or does that come after? I was thinking about this the other day.
There is. It's called, fuck. I look it up on my phone.
It's probably something hell cliche like The Wrong Way.
Yeah, wrong side of the path. I feel like we did this, but we did it all for
the tunnel.
Books about Peter Brock, and we listed off the wrong path, the dusty track, the fucking...
Yeah, the big tree.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit.
All right, let me pull it up real quick. So I know the fucking... It's Pine Lodge something, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, true. Pine. It probably is just Pine Lodge.
Pine Lodge Massacre.
Yeah, see, right.
Fade in.
I've got nothing against it, whatever. But the title, you don't... Massacre's been used. This day and age, it's like, you just call it Pine Lodge. You wouldn't call it Pine Lodge Massacre.
How many is... Wait, was there a specific person for... No,
I was gonna say, wouldn't a massacre be like 20 people?
I know, like, there's like, you know, mass shootings and... they've all got like specific...
A number. Yeah, it's like serial killers has to be like X amount of
Yeah, they've got like...
murders. It's like 3 or more or something to be a serial killer.
Something to determine what they are.
Yeah.
So is there a definite number of...
But this just says deliberately and brutally kill many people in brackets, so...
True.
It is a massacre.
How many people are dying?
About 45.
Yeah. Not to mention the 12 kangaroos that are getting harmed in the filming process.
You got to feed the crew somehow.
Yeah.
I think there's 4 or 5 of us.
Yeah, that's enough. I'd say many would be 5. A few is 3.
I feel like
would
a
be
massacre
5.
is when they find a whole family dead,
What's
and that's a
what's the
massacre.
word for quintuple
Yeah.
massacre?
Because a family is usually 5 people.
So is 5 the number we're going with?
I'd say 5, yeah.
Anything under that's weak as piss.
Yeah. I mean, most fucking horror movies, when you think about it, most horror movies at least have like 3 or 4 people. Oh my lord, right? So, speaking of horror movies, watched one last night, pretty good. Watched one the other day. Have you heard about Invisible Man?
Oh,
Have you seen it?
trash.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
What the actual fuck?
Did you watch it?
I didn't watch the start, but I watched pretty much most of it. I think I maybe missed like the first
Okay.
15, 20 minutes.
For starters, you want to talk about an actor who got it fucking easy. Where are you?
Yeah.
You're not on the screen, cunt. Honestly, the most boring 2
Yeah.
hours of my life.
Yeah.
It's a girl running around a house.
Yeah.
Did you see the end?
Yeah.
So you saw how he goes invisible?
Yeah, with the suit.
Did that give you any sense of satisfaction or fulfillment?
No.
Because I saw
If
that
anything,
and
it
went...
wasn't a horror movie.
Yeah.
It then became like a sci-fi movie.
Yeah, it became like a fucking bullshit Tony Stark's Iron Man horror spin-off.
Yeah, literally.
Fuck all
literally.
that. I wanted to see a guy who went
Yeah.
invisible.
His suit, that suit really isn't. It's a
Yeah.
Marvel. It should be in the Marvel universe because it was quite well. Like the concept of it was quite cool. Weren't they like
Also-
mini cameras?
Yeah, also, villain. And what's his, like, motive for everything? Because he's an annoying boyfriend or something.
Yeah, that's what I didn't
Like,
get
he's
as well.
just a
Because
cunt.
at the start, I was like, when I first watched it, when I first started watching it, I was thinking it was a fucking, like an actual ghost. And then Elise is like, nah, he's alive. Like, there's someone actually in the house. I'm like, okay, why haven't you just got a bat and just swinging it around?
Yeah, that's the other thing, is, like, if he wanted to kill her, it would have already been done.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
What are you
Yeah,
doing?
yeah. And then at the end, it's like, okay, how many times do 2 security officers have to fucking run straight, like, into a hall where it's just the outro music. Run straight into a hall where there's fucking just a chick on the floor, someone that you can't see, but they both just run directly to the same spot, get killed. Another 2 directly to the same spot, get killed. Okay, at what point do you sort of go around the corner and say, holy shit,
Something's
I'll get my
going on
fucking guard up and I'll peek around the corner and make sure something's fucking,
Yeah, if I'm a security guard, I'm not running a full head of steam into a pile of dead bodies.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm turning around and calling the cops.
Yeah. Call the real people. No offense to security guards, but at that moment, I think you
once
shouldn't be fucking...
people are getting killed,
That's another thing
get
as well.
someone with guns
When the
involved.
cunt's like fucking flickering in the cell, before he starts killing everyone, it starts off with him killing that like security guard because he's like flickering in the corner. He pulls out a baton. You've got a gun. No, he pulls out a taser, but you've got a gun. It's like going to a fucking gunfight and pulling out your knife when you got an AK-47 on your fucking shoulder.
Yeah.
What are you doing, mate?
Better preparation. I hate that. It's like cunts are just there in movies to die.
Yeah.
And that's my thing. Is
In
I'm,
real life, right? You see
can't do
someone
it.
invisible, but not invisible. You're either going to faint because it's like, what the fuck is going on? Or you're going to pull out whatever the deadliest thing is that you have and use that.
In some instances, that might be my dick.
Yeah, and just fuck it. Anyway. I was going to say basketball recap, but I do also have something on here that Eilish showed me a few weeks ago, and I was meaning to talk about it last week, but I didn't. You're familiar with the song "Bad Guy" by Billie Eilish. Are you familiar with the sample that's used in "Bad Guy"? Okay, cool. Let's get it up on YouTube. This will blow your fucking mind. Because it blew my mind. Just go, what's Billie Eilish's brother?
Tobias.
No, it's not Tobias. It's like some weird name.
Finn?
Yeah, it's...
Finnegan?
Finnegan Eilish, I think his name is.
Michael Finnegan?
It might not even be Finnegan, to be honest.
Did you actually write it?
No, it's not Finnegan. Just go Billie Eilish brother. And then when we got his name, we'll search it on YouTube. Phineas, that's the one. Yeah, so go on go Phineas Eilish.
Okay, 2 N's E-A-S. Right. Yeah.
Eilish talks about sample. Just do that. Or bad guy sample or something. I think he's on like Jimmy Fallon. Oh, here you go.
This one?
Yeah, the top one. Do we have sound?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll just have to sort of skip through it because I can't remember the fucking actual like time frame of it. But basically, you just need to find where he's talking about bad guy.
For those who don't know, you are a songwriter. And they're yodeling in a Walmart. You know what I mean? Something like yeah. I understand. It just seems like it goes so fast that you don't get time to like appreciate little, like 1,000's a ton. Our song together is very interesting. Record different sounds, and Billy will record different sounds, and you go, hey, can we use this song? Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll record it, and then later I'll listen to it.
Right, so
Grinding down the verse with that like horrible like.
right, go back. No, go back. Is this pretty much where he's talking about it? Go forward like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever. Maybe turn it up a little bit as well if you can. But basically, so Phineas is talking about how he got the sound.
So here's the sound that Billy recorded. This is the drill. Ready?
So this is a dentistry drill.
Just playing that really hurt my head.
So that's Billie Eilish was at the dentist and recorded the sound of them using the drill. No, you can just leave it playing because it'll go into the next bit. That sound there is like a vroom, and that's the fucking drill that he used to make it. Now the next sample that he uses for Bad Guy.
Crosswalk. What is crosswalk? So
See.
we toured Australia a couple times, which is really beautiful. And in Sydney and Melbourne, when you stand at a street light and you press the button across the street, which do you think? Here's my poll that I'm conducting. Do you think those buttons? First of all, you're not conducting. I'm conducting a poll. You're the first polling. Okay. You think the buttons? I'm sorry, I'm busy right now.
So, yeah, so they were touring Australia and they're at a crosswalk.
No, they're just for us. They're just for, it's almost like the door closed in the elevator. That doesn't do anything. Right, absolutely. Not attached to anything. You press as much as you want, and then eventually the door will close. It's super. It's like.
So about the sound that comes out?
Yeah, you'll hear it in a minute.
Anyway, but I do press the button all the time. Oh yeah, me too. You press it over and over. Yeah, and you hear. So when you're on a street corner in Australia, you press the button, and then when the walk sign turns on, you hear this like rhythmic sound that I love and that Billy loved, and so we recorded it. It sounds like this.
So that when you cross a road and it's the noise. You've never heard that before?
Yeah, I've heard it before, but never clear, you know?
Yeah. But watch this shit, man.
Every time you cross the street in Australia, you hear that.
I think ours over here are high pitched, eh?
You use that for the song Bad Guy. Yeah, the thing people think are hi-hats and Bad Guy is actually just that.
How crazy is that? Questlove's reaction. How fucking sick is that though? They recorded the fucking when you cross a road in Australia and used it as a hi-hat for Bad Guy.
So basically the Australian government's going to try and get royalties out of
Yeah.
We just didn't have
But yeah, that's it anyway if you want to pause it.
Fuck, that's wild.
we brought
But when I seen this, one, it's Australian, so And it's something that we recognise instantly. Like, you don't think about it, but then when they play the sound, you're like, oh, fuck, yeah, that's right. That's the sound that happens every time you press the button and you cross the road. They heard that in a completely different fucking mindset and went, oh, shit. That could be used, like, as a fucking sound for a beat.
Yeah.
And he used it as a hi-hat. And when I watched this, my production credibility, well, not my production credibility, but my, like, respect for him as a producer just skyrocketed. I was like, okay, he knows what he's doing. And it's been an argument that Billie Eilish wouldn't be what she is without him. Because he's produced every single song that she's had. And every song that's became massive has been roughly because of the production.
Mm.
And I don't think he gets credit. She's won, like, what, 7 Grammys by the age of fucking 18?
Yeah, he would have won Grammys as well then.
Yeah, he would have. Yeah, he's won, like, production Grammys and shit. But she's won fucking 7 Grammys at the age of 18, which is wild. Because if she's done that by the age of 18, how many Grammys is she going to have when she's fucking 30?
Is she going to make it to 30?
Oi. Funny you say that, right? I don't know if I mentioned this. No, I don't know if I mentioned this last week. But another thing that I came across, there's a thing called fucking, what's it called? It's something to do with your eyes. And
Cataracts?
Hey? No. You know how some people, you can see the bottom of the whites of their eyeballs, you can see them at the bottom? So it's like, it's almost as if they're always looking up, but they're not. It's just how their eyes sit and their bottom eyelids. You can see the white under their eyes. Mm. And it's a Japanese, it's called something. There's a name for it. I don't know if you want to try and find it, but maybe just Google Japanese eye. No, legit. Go Japanese eye conspiracy.
The moment you said conspiracy, though.
No, but it's big. Yeah, that's sanpaku. So sanpaku eyes, right? It's a superstition, Japanese superstition, that people with these eyes have bad, like, juju, and something happens to you at, like, a young age or whatever. So if you now Google sanpaku, famous people with sanpaku eyes, there are a lot of people that have had this sanpaku eye thing that have died at young ages. So, who's there?
Whoa.
Kennedy, the dude out of Twilight, he's still alive.
Do you have sanpaku eyes?
Who else is on there? Marilyn Monroe.
James Dean.
Sylvester
Stallone.
Natalie Wood. So, like, not all of them have died. Like, obviously, Sylvester Stallone's still alive. James Patterson's still alive. Billie Eilish is still alive. But the whole superstition is that it brings bad luck. And a lot of them die at young ages. James Dean, Marilyn Monroe, fucking whoever else. And yeah, so it's like this big thing that's out at the moment. Does that say John Lennon as well?
Oh, he mentioned it in his...
Oh, okay. But that's, it's like a thing at the moment that everyone's like scared that something's going to happen to Billie Eilish and that she's going to die some like horrific death. But yeah.
I mean, that's pretty trippy.
Claimed to be present in alcoholics, drug addicts, and people who overconsume sugar. Whatever the fuck that is.
Or grain.
But yeah, I fucking came across that and I was like, oh shit. But so yeah, so she's got it. There's an actor in Sex Education. She's got it as well. But it's weird because you don't really like think about it until
is it just
that shit comes out.
Old superstition, or is it something more sinister? This summer, coming to a cinema near you. Senpaku. Pine Lodge Massacre. Have you seen a movie like this before? 5 guys, an alcoholic, a stoner, and a pine wood. They're chased by a fat, naked guy.
Which key will open the door?
Trick question. None of them.
Yeah. Will they survive or will they die? Authorized by the state government. But oh man. Anyway, should we wrap it up?
Yeah, put a bow on it. Put a bow on it, lad.
All right. Well, go follow the socials. The Smokers Lounge on Instagram, Facebook, etc. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Share us around. Fucking tell a friend. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed the episode. And we'll be back next week. Peace.
Peace.